it's Natalie from nellydesign.com. Several years ago, I've made this Christmas ornament with the kids, and I've cut it all by hand. Can you imagine the work I had to do? But with a Cricut and my free SVG file, you'll see you'll do it in a blink of an eye. So this 3D ornament is made of 20 circles, just like this one, that will need to be folded in 3 places, just like a triangle. So now, I hear you, Joy users. You're telling me, Natalie, you told me I would be able to do this with a Joy, but the Joy can't make score lines. But don't you worry, I didn't forget you, and I will show you exactly why right now in Design Space. So to import the file in Design Space, we're going to need to click right here to upload. But first, you're going to need to go in Nelly Design's library and download the files. And for that, if you don't have access to the library right now, go in the description of this video. You'll find a link to get the access to the library. It's totally free. So I'm going to click on upload, and I'm going to go and upload image and find it on my computer where I previously saved it. This is really important to remember where you save it in order to go get it. So mine are already here, and why I say files, it's because I have 2 files. I have one for regular Cricut and I have one especially for Joy users. So we're going to start by uploading the one for regular Cricut users. When I say regular Cricut users, I mean people who have a scoring stylus or the scoring wheel. If you don't have any of those, you're going to be able to use the Joy file. So I'm going to upload this one and add it to Canvas. And what you're going to see is that there's a red triangle right in the middle. When I use something red in my designs, usually it's because I want it to be a score line. So I'm going to select only the triangle, I'm going to go to Operation, and I'm going to use a score. So you see now it changes to a score line, a little dash line for you. And of course, if I want the score line to be on the circle, I'm going to need to attach everything, because if I make it, they will be separated. So I click on everything, I click on attach, and then I hit make it. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do. I'm going to finish all the way up to the cut for this one, and I'm going to show you how to do it with the Joy. So I'm going to click make it on a mat and then continue. And now, as I said, you need 20 of those paper circles. So if we look at the one I have here, I did it in 2 colors. So half of the circles were on a pattern cardstock and the other half is on a plain cardstock. You can do whatever you want. Actually, what I strongly suggest is that you take all the leftovers you have of cardstock, the Christmas cardstock. I have a box especially for this that is only Christmas cardstock in it, and that's what I've been using. So as you can see, this ornament was made in this plain cardstock. So I had something from Halloween here, something from probably Valentine's Day, I don't know, and I arranged everything so that my circles would cut right here, and you know, reuse them as much as I can leftovers. So I have other leftovers right here that are 2-sided. This can be useful too. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use glitter cardstock. So you can really use whatever you want, make it as beautiful as you want, the color you want. So this is really fun. And also the size that you want. And I will show you that later on. So let's say I have 2 colors, so it will be 10 of each colors. I'm gonna duplicate right here. So instead of duplicating on the Canva, we'll be duplicating to 10 copies and apply. I'm gonna hit continue and make this one, and I'm gonna cut it in a second time with the other cardstock, so I'm gonna have my 20 circle. Now I'm gonna start right here because I want to go back for the Joy users. So let's go back. I'm gonna click this one and I'm gonna just close the eye so we don't see it. So I'm gonna go to upload again, but this time I'm gonna upload the Joy file. The Joy file already looks like that. There's no red triangle. So we're gonna add to Canva. And the difference with the Joy file is that I've made a line that is not a score line, but it is a cut line, but it will do a little dash line. It will cut a dash line, so it will be kind of a folding line, but with dash line cut. So you will only be using the blade for this. No need of a scoring wheel or a scoring stylus, nothing. So if you don't have either of those, you can still do this project. And if you have a Joy that doesn't have any scoring tool, well, you can also do this project with this one. As I mentioned before, you can really do it the size that you want. So for this one, my file is made with a 2-inch circle. 2-inch circle will make exactly this size of an ornament. So that's about 4-inch in diameter of it for the ornament. So you can really scale it smaller, scale it bigger, whatever you want. And as for the previous file, we still do need to attach the scoring line that I made with the circle. So while everything is selected, we're simply going to click on attach. We're going to hit make it. We're going to select on the mat, continue, and same thing. If you're doing a 3-color ornament, just select the copies accordingly. So I did 7, 7, and 6 to make this, and I did use glitter cardstock for this file. Since it cuts a little dash line, you don't need to do anything, but if you have a scoring wheel or a scoring stylus, it is highly recommended to put the glitter face down on your mat. You will have really a better result with this in order to score glitter cardstock, only for glitter cardstock. So I'm going to be cutting all of this and I'm going to show you how to assemble it. So to assemble the Christmas ornament, the only thing you need is glue and a little bit of twine. Whatever you want, maybe a ribbon could do the trick too. The reason I'm using this kind of glue is that I really want to be able to position the pieces together as well as I can and maybe make some little adjustments. So this is why I'm using some liquid glue. And what I suggest you do is that you make 3 piles, 5, 5, and a 10. And the 5 ones are going to be the top and the bottom. So you're going to arrange them for the triangle to be pointing all in the middle, all in the same direction. So I don't know if you see, but this is how we're going to be gluing them together. And same thing here. So I'm going to be arranging this with one pointing in the middle, and the last 10 we're going to align them on a line. So one's going down, one going up. So let me show you how. So you see this one is pointing up, this one is pointing down, pointing up, and I'm going to alternate the colors like this. Up, down, up. So don't worry, some identical colors will be next to each other. It doesn't really matter when you look at it from this point of view. It still looks beautiful and everything is perfect. So to glue, the only trick I can tell you is that really put some glue all the way into the corners. Don't forget the corners, because if you want really that it closes together well, you're going to need to put glue all the way into the corners. And this is when I say that the liquid glue is really useful, is that you can really move it around a bit so that it's really a nice adjustment and make sure that everything fits perfectly. Now if you're not sure, the second step, you can really come back here and put it there, and you're going to see that this one needs to go there. So that is pretty convenient to place them like this and really to know what to do. So this is going to be the bottom or the top. Now, before you continue, if you decided that this is the top, this is where you're going to insert your little twine. Just make a knot at the bottom so that it really holds like this, and then you insert it in the middle, and then you come and glue the last part of the top. So when you have assembled everything, you should have a top, a bottom, and a straight line. It's not really a straight line because it wants to fold together, but when you look at it like that, it looks like a straight line. So this one, you need to glue it together like this so that it makes a ring. And we're gonna then put the top and the bottom on it. This is the trickiest part. You need to glue like everything at the same time, but you'll see it's not that bad. So that's it. I hope you like it. And if you really like to make ornaments, I will have another video for you right here. See you later. Bye bye.